Hello everybody, I have a Singer here that is model number is 201.2, which is really awesome is the label on it. I don't know if you guys can see the label or not, but it says a century of sewing machines. This is a sewing machine that these ones were made back in the day of 1851, and right here it says this one was made 1951. So this is like 100 years old, plus might be another 100 years old, so it might be 200 years old. I think it's awesome. These machines are worth so much more money nowadays. Remember back in the day when you buy them, they were only like $57. Now they're worth a lot more than that. But I had to refurbish this one. It needed some wiring done down in here. Somehow the wiring wasn't put in correctly and it would cause this light to blink. So I had to make sure I put the light on number 3. A lot of people think that they can repair these themselves. Some people can. Some people have more difficulties. But I went and redone all the wiring on it. Now the machine's running perfectly. This little guy right here was rubbing up against this edge here. Right here, I'll show you the little edge. See that edge right there? It was rubbing up against it, and all I did was, readjusted it, and now it's not rubbing. It's actually going up and down with no problem. This here was full of dust and some thread, and I tore it apart and put it back together. So now it's working pretty good. I had glued a new hook here. It's not the original hook, but that's okay, because a lot of them, those are hard hooks to find, and unless you pay about $10 for it. So I just put a simple hook on it for now, so it holds it up here and bring it down here, because if it's not on there, it's going to rub up against here, and there's a little grabby here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it will grab right in there and cause the thread to pull. So we don't want that to happen either. I had cleaned this machine, and you could see what I did. I took out all the old grease and oil because it was all gaudy and cluttery from all the dust. And then over here I found some little bit of piece of paper. I don't even know where I found that at. And then I took out the thread, and I took out a lot of dust bunnies. So it's now pretty much clean. And let's go over it a little bit with you. I had did a little bit of sewing to see if it's doing really well. This here is a 66 bobbin. It's called a top feed. This was pretty dirty, but now it's pretty much clean. I had threaded that, and it's just like the other ones, but the other ones are like this way, but on the top. This one's on the side, so you're going to do the same kind of threading when you thread these in. And the lady just found her book, so she's going to be able to know how to do this when she looks at her book. And I'll close that up. I just want to make sure nothing's getting caught. There we go. And let's see what else. Oh, this little guy here. I don't want to forget about talk about this. This is your pressure foot pressure. So the pressure of this foot. See, right now you can almost like move this. If you wanted to make that a little bit harder, see the foot's moving, you would want to pull that down a little bit, and it makes the foot not move, and it's really much better. But I might put it down a little bit because I'm working with denim. Let's see if I can roll it down. Yeah, right about there. And then that will kind of help hold it better. I turn this, and this is between right here, a 3 and a 2, because I'm only doing a lightweight 2-ply denim. It's not like I'm doing anything like really heavy. And let's see what else. Oh, what else did I do? Anything else? I'm going to clean the whole thing and disinfect it before the lady gets it. So right now, you start seeing finger marks and stuff. It'll look shinier when she comes and picks it up. Well, let's see. We already went. Let's talk about how to make a bobbin. Okay, you put your spool thread here. So this thread here is for sewing thread. This is your rewind thread. Okay, and when you got your bobbin and you got it hooked on there, first of all you have to thread this part. So you want to come up over this and then around there, and then you bring it up here, and then you thread your little bobbin and you stick your bobbin in here. But you got to look at this. See, there's a little pin. I don't know if you guys see that little pin. That goes inside the bobbin. There you'll see a little hole in your bobbin. You want to make sure that's in the bobbin pin that's on there, so it won't fly off. So it'll lock it in. And you slide it in there. And then you want to pull this down, and that's going to slowly fill it. You come around here. If you want to disengage your sewing machine, you unscrew this just a little bit because you don't want to lose that screw. That thing is hard to find, and when you do find them, it's like you're spending too much money to buy one. So, and then you kind of pull this way, and it disengages it just enough that the machine won't run, and it'll just run your bobbin. Now, you can not touch this and go ahead and run the bobbin right here and sew at the same time, and don't disengage your sewing machine and fill the bobbin at the same time, but you got to watch because sometimes they don't always click up. Okay, so that's something you need to watch out for. Let's see, when we talk about that, let's go ahead and thread this machine. So if you're going to take your thread, you're going to make sure it rolls this way off, and you come over here and you follow it, and you put it in this little guy here, okay, this little hook. Okay, I don't know if you can see the hook, this little hook, and it's going to come down here, and you want to make sure your foot is in the highest position. Okay, makes these chambers open up. I don't know if you can hear them or not. See the chambers? If you put it down, the chambers now are closed, and if you don't have this open, your thread won't go into the chambers, okay? And then it will skip thread like you crazily, and you feel like you're going crazy. So you always want to make sure this thing is lifted up, so these were open. So when you bring that thread down off of here, it's going to go in here into those little chambers. I don't know if you can see the chambers. There's like two symbols. I always call them two symbols. And you put it between that, and you come around this way, and you're going to pull all the way up and then come back down, and that's going to lock it into the looper right here. There's a little looper there. And then you're going to come up this way, and you're going to put it in an uptake. This is called an uptake because it pulls the thread through the machine, through the tension. It gives you that right tension, and then it sends it back down this way, and you want to hook it in this little hook, and then hook it into, let's see where we're at here. This little hook here, and then into the needle itself, okay? And then you want to put your foot down, okay? So it's pretty easy. And then you want to come over here, make sure you turn it on, because I didn't turn it on here. I just kind of explained it. And then you're going to want to, let's see, before you do that, here is, a lot of people always ask me, where's the reverse on this? If you go like this and pull up, it will reverse your machine. And then you need to pull it back down, and it'll go back forward. So here we are. We're going to go forward here. Let's see if I can get my foot on the pedal. There we go. There it is. Like that. Oh, before we do that, let's go ahead and back up. So we're going to go here, and we're going to grab this, put it up here, and back up. So we're going to watch it back up. See, backing up, and move forward again. Oops, I didn't hold my fabric, so sometimes you have to hold the fabric. It's not like it's an automatic. It's not like a computerized one. Anyway, so we're going to follow that, and there it is, right there, from the back up and everything. So I don't know if you see that back up right there and through there. Yeah, that's all it needed. I thought it was needing a new needle, but I just put a brand new needle in this thing, and I couldn't figure out for the life of me why is it punching through funny. It's because I didn't have this adjusted correctly. So you have to make sure you do things correctly on it. Oh, man, I'm trying to slide this way. I want to go here and see if I can get a new line started for you. Okay, let's do this another line here. And it runs beautifully. I like these machines. I really don't own one like this. I own something like it, but it's a miniature. So it doesn't really, yeah, this is running good now. Okay. And then just making a square. It only does straight stitch, so this is really awesome. Okay, like that. Okay, then you can see, I don't know if you can see that stitching really well or not. And underneath, yeah, it's still kind of pulling some white thread through. But then I had this the wrong way. If I had this where it's on the finished side of the fabric, it doesn't do that. I have it on the opposite side, so it's picking up all these little thready things, but bad me. I just wanted you guys to be able to see it sewing. And if I used a darker, it's hard to see the purple in the dark. So that's why I did it that way. Anyway, I am going to finish up the sewing machine. Oh, let's turn that light off. It's awful bright. Okay. And I am going to make sure she picks it up on Monday. So, but she's going to have a machine that's running beautifully. It was her mother's. And it's awesome when people get to hand down awesome sewing machines. And this one was pretty awesome. So, anyway, she's going to come get it. And but I wanted to show you guys. I mean, everybody always wants to see the old sewing machines. Please put some old sewing machines on. So I said, okay, I'll see what I can do. So here's an old sewing machine. And this one, let's see, if you think you're 2001, okay, So it's like 10 years, right? So it's every 10 years. So 1850, no, it's like 1851. No, yeah, 10 years and then 100 years. Yeah, it's 100 years. So, boy, I have to think this one through, how really old it is. But anyway, have a blessed day. Keep following me here. You can follow me on Facebook at Affordable Sewing Machine Care. I have a page, and now I have a group. The group, you have to answer questions to get in. I'm the only one that's going to see them. So nobody else is going to see the answers. I just want to know where you're from, what kind of sewing machines you have, how many sewing machines, or do you really own any? Some people get on here, don't own a sewing machine, want to learn more. And then the last question is something like, why do you want to be in this group? And most people put down, I want to learn more, or I want to learn more about sewing machines, or I like to see about one I can actually run myself because I don't own one. Whatever. It's kind of neat how people answer the questions. If you don't answer the questions, it automatically deletes, so I don't ever see it. So, you're going to say, gosh, she just deleted me. No, because there's just no questions answered. And sometimes if I see it before it deletes it, I will go in, I'll say, okay, well, yeah, I see that now. And I'll try to message you before Facebook deletes it. So we're going to try to catch them, but I don't always catch them. So sometimes you get automatically deleted because you didn't answer questions. So you have to go back in and re-answer the questions, or at least answer, I think it's 3 questions. If you leave one off, it's okay. But I at least need to know a little bit about you. Okay, I don't want to have to go to your Facebook and look it up, and that's just too much work for me. I don't have time for that. Anyway, you can leave a comment down below, and you can, let's see what else we can do. You can always, if you want to message me, a lot of people want to call me on my phone number, and it's like, I don't have time. Sometimes I don't answer because I'm texting people. It's best to probably go through the Facebook Messenger in the page, because there's a messenger, and just go in there and ask me questions. You're looking for a part, I can direct you for the part you're looking for. If I can't find the part, I'll just say, well, I can't find the part. You need to find a sewing machine just like it, and then take that part off. That's the only thing I can tell you to do, like an old junky one or something. Anyway, I guess I let you guys go, and I'll be putting the more sewing machines up. I got a lot more I want to sell, so keep watching for that. And talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.